Hello guys, it's your girl Nana and this is Onana Nation. So if you're new here, a very special welcome to you. Please go ahead and subscribe as we dive into today's topic. So there's been a lot of bad news coming from Cameroon these last few days, a lot of terrible news. We've been hearing about a Cameroonian guy in Bahrain who was deceived by traveling agents. He traveled all the way to Bahrain. They told him they're going to give him a big job, a white collar job, good living conditions and all that stuff. He went there, he was deceived, he got mad and he started killing people. Again, we heard another story of the guy in Mabanda Wahala who killed his wife because he suspected the wife of cheating. No evidence and it wasn't definitive. He went ahead to kill the wife, and that's just terrible. There's a lot of bad news coming from Cameroon. We equally heard the story of the little girl in Yaoundé, the 16-year-old who took her own life because the mom shouted at her over boyfriend Wahala. Small 16-year-old, the mom wanted to correct her, she took her life. We also heard about the story of the 4-year-old young man who was saying in Yaoundé, in Koteng Yaoundé, they found the body in the dumpster. Somebody had already killed the child, cut out his heart, violated the child, did what they did. I don't want to call the word the R-A-P-E word. So the R-A-P-E, the child in front and behind, terrible. And then they finished and they cut out the child's heart. And a lot of things are going on in Cameroon that are really nasty and really negative, and maybe this is a secret society, maybe this was the guy fulfilling conditions. It's just a lot of negativity going on. This is the time when we have to be watchful, we have to watch and pray, we have to watch over our families. So you can see that we are not even done crying all the bad news that has happened in Cameroon. We had another one again. So there's this lady Leah Karin. She's a Cameroonian lady. She resides in Brazil, but she wanted to travel to the US. She's traveling with a group of people. You know how they do this migration thing, so you can go to another country and try, maybe to get a better life for yourself and your child. So the young Cameroonian girl Leah Karin traveled with her son. You can see the little boy here. That child is about 2 or 3 years old. So imagine walking through those dangerous jungles with the little boy. So she was traveling with a group of people, some from Ivory Coast, some from different African countries. They went through the jungles and all that stuff. They reached a certain part of their journey, and they were going through the jungle, and then strong river currents took the woman away, carried the Leah Karin away, abandoning her son behind. The little boy is there crying, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." The water is carrying the mother and going. You can imagine the level that which little child will be devastated watching your mom going and you are just helpless. You can do nothing. And he is so small, he will not even remember all these things when he is grown. So the child is there crying, and a couple of people in the jungle, they are like, "Well, we just lost one of our sisters, so who was walking with us in this jungle." And then the little child is there crying. Somebody picked the child, carried the child, took the pictures and put on the internet. Family members, if you know Leah Karin, her son is stranded in the jungle in Panama. They were traveling to the US, and now the son is in Panama alone. No mommy, no daddy, nobody to take care of him. And the rest of the people are hustlers. They want to travel to go to a new country to struggle if they can make their life better. So nobody's going to stay in the jungle to take care of this young man. That's why they put in the pictures everywhere for the family members to come locate him. So things are happening in this world. A little child like this, where will he begin? What does he even know? Well, Papa got some story. They may man the joy here, and so better if you're for your country here. That dangerous jungle that people are going, able-bodied young men, they fall down and die. You carry your little 2-year-old to that jungle. I don't know what she was thinking, but life is difficult. I can understand what she was thinking too. She was thinking, who will I abandon my child with? Who will take care of my child like me? So anywhere I go, my baby has to be with me. I'm sure that's what the young girl was thinking. And if she would have succeeded on this journey, maybe she would have been doing well with her child, as a mom should protect the baby. Unfortunately, her life was cut short. A strong ocean current carried her away, and the young man today doesn't even know where he is. A child of 2-year-old doesn't even have a strong memory. He doesn't even know where mommy is. He'll still wake up tomorrow and cry and ask, "Where's my mommy?" Where la vie, oh, oi. Well, as soon as the year, so it never rains but it pours. It's just like Wahala every day. Wahala no they end. So there's another guy in Yaoundé. His name is Clement. He's a police officer, and he's a very violent guy according to sources. He wake up in the morning, go to the neighborhood, they work at chagrin people, they everywhere, they point gun for their face in the name of military man. So he's known for his violent tendencies, and he is home one evening with his wife. They enter into a heated argument. Madame Rongo enter Issa room, Uncle follow Madame go Issa room, then two for day, hala hala hala. He was there shouting at the wife, and all of a sudden the kids are in the parlor watching TV. They don't hear mommy's voice again. Is mommy not in the room with daddy? Are they not quarreling? Why is mommy quiet all of a sudden? They did not hear their mom's voice, and they know that has violent tendencies. So they went into the door of the room. They were knocking. Daddy, open this door, open this door. Where's mommy? Daddy, open this door. Why is mommy not talking anymore? Daddy is inside the room. He's just sitting quietly, not saying anything. So the kids are getting more worried. They woke up, they went and called their elder brother. All of them, 3 of them, they came and struggled on the door, knocked the door until they break the door down, only to open. Mommy is lying on the floor, lifeless. They are like, Daddy, what did you do to mommy? What did you do to mommy? Daddy is sitting there unconcerned, unbothered, as in even feel to wake come up for do for a wife. So uncle is sitting there quietly. The kids are crying, mommy, wake up, mommy, wake up. Mommy's on the floor, motionless. They struggled to carry her, struggled to take her to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. So that's Clement Mendo, who got into a heated argument with his wife, and apparently he did something to her, maybe pushed her on the floor and she hit her head or whatever. We are still waiting for autopsy results. So that's another man who was taking the life of his wife, and he's sitting there very unbothered, as in a military guy. In his mind, he's thinking they'll not punish him. Uncle, sang tang comme ça, tu vas passer là-bas à Kondengi. This is crazy. The rate at which people are taking the lives of their spouses, husbands killing wives, wives killing husbands. I mean, where are we going with all this? If the marriage is not working, you leave them in their wahala now. Leave them and go. What are the woman do you wait to you? Do you have the right to take people's lives? Human life is sacred. You do not give birth to somebody. You do not give them breath in their lungs. You do not give them life. You have no right to touch somebody's life. Human life is sacred. It's a gift given to us by God Almighty. You have no right to take somebody's life. And it is getting crazy by the day. It's really getting crazy by the day. I am getting sick and tired of hearing these cases of violence in homes. Like, where are we going with all this? Where are we going? Seriously. So, in other news, we have Cameroonian crossdresser Shakiro, who was arrested with his friend Patricia for what they call attempted homosexuality. People in Akamo, I don't even know what the meaning is attempted homosexuality is. I don't know what attempted is doing there. So, Shakiro was jailed for a term of 5 years, and he was charged to pay a fine of over 300,000. So, Shakiro is in jail and he's running his mouth. You know, Shakiro's mouth has leakage. It never stops. So, why is he in jail? The thing is paining him that why are they jailing me for 5 years? Am I doing all these things on my own? I have partners now. Am I doing it alone? I have partners that I'm doing these things with them. So if I'm having 5 years imprisonment, they too should be serving beside me. They should be in jail with me. So Shakiro was running his mouth saying that he's going to reveal all his partners, and people started panicking, because if you know people who are doing homosexuality in hiding in Cameroon or in Africa where it is prohibited, they are people's husbands, they are ministers, they are people's boyfriends, people that are sleeping with you on the same bed. You don't know what they are doing at night. You know, that's the lifestyle which they choose to live. I'm not judging anyone. Everyone has the right to live their life according to their choices, but you know, some of them are hiding it and they are pretending. They don't have the courage to come out yet. So when Shakiro came out here to say he was going to expose all his partners, a lot of people were scared and they started panicking. They were like, "Chai, the boy if you go put me for trouble, oh, imagine me a whole day if you come in at the high do my thing for night. Shakiro and go call my name, mama me, the boy go put me for trouble, oh, respect a man like me, marry a man like me." So all his partners are all rich people and they were all scared that he was going to expose them. So they started sending him threats. These are death threats. He's in jail and receiving all these threats and he was scared. So Shakiro came out and put out a new message. This is what he said. Je reçois des menaces. Menace is the French word for threat. Je reçois des menaces depuis que j'ai promis d'exposer tous les hommes qui ont eu des rapports avec moi. Vos menaces ne me font pas peur, sachez-le. Je vous ai bien eu. Les Camerounais avaient le Japab. Je ne peux pas trahir mes partenaires. Un vrai bandit ne trahit pas ses complices. Mama. Shakiro la star. So Shakiro came out here saying that, oh, you guys have heard me saying that I want to expose my partners. You guys are scared. You guys are already sending me threats. No, me, oh, I was just saying that to shake you guys a little bit. A real bandit does not try. He does not expose his complice. A real bandit, real thief money expose the padimende. So that's what Shakiro was saying, that, oh, my partners, so my partner, oh, you guys should not be scared. A real bandit does not expose his people. I was just saying that earlier out of frustration, out of anger. I'm not about to expose all of you. When I spare my head or when I spare my life, this one that you guys are taking it literally, you guys are already sending me death threats. No, me, oh, I'm not going to expose you guys. I know that you guys are rich people, a DG de society. I know that you guys have a reputation to protect. I'll not call anybody's name, oh, when I only spare my head for the jail. More and no sense on person can't put something for my job for inside the jail. I beg when I sorry me. Oh. So Shakiro was scared that these guys are calling for my life. I have to come out here and put a new message. So being the smart guy that he is, he came out to say, when I sorry me, I was just joking. So he's trying to calm things down so that they should not come after him. He cherishes his life and all that. So that's the level at which Shakiro is in jail today. I mean, he's serving his 5 years jail sentence. Don't ask me what attempted homosexuality is. Now, what for Cameroonian government? No, I know that homosexuality is prohibited in Cameroon, but what is attempted? What's the attempted doing there? Anyway, so let's move on to the next topic. So moving on, we're equally going to talk about this Camairco plane. That's the Cameroonian Airlines. There's a Camairco plane that left from Douala, the economic capital of Cameroon, and it was going to Yaoundé, which is the capital of the country, and the plane almost had a crash due to heavy rains. You know, when the weathers are bad, most flights have turbulence. I've been on a turbulent flight before. You know, your heart fair caught when pilot first talked the announcement, the emergency landing announcement. Hey, we are going to make an emergency landing because of this. See, your heart just caught for Saturday day. So I can imagine the mind of all these people were on this flight because of the turbulence and the weather and all that stuff. So the pilot had to struggle maneuver the plane to land before time, just few minutes before the landing place. So the pilot noticed that the weather, the heavy rains and everything was disturbing, and he had to land the plane immediately. Thankfully, he was an experienced pilot. He tried his best, maneuvered here or there, tried and landed the plane safely. No casualties were recorded. No passengers on the plane had any accidents or whatever. Nobody had any injury. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that happened in Yaoundé, a turbulent flight, and the pilot was experienced. He tried his best and he landed the plane. Thankfully, no human casualties, no accidents, no injuries, nothing of that. So we are just happy that at least we have some experienced pilots out there who know how to handle difficult moments and turbulent flights. He did his best and landed the plane well. And also the next morning, they cancelled all the flights in Yaoundé Simalène airport. Nobody could travel. They had to bring some big excavators to like tow the plane out of the runway. They have to do all the way to carry out the wreckage and all that stuff out of there. But we're just happy that everybody is safe at the end of the day, and flights have resumed back in the Simalène airport. I mean, everything is back to business, everything is back to normal. But this happened just 2 days ago. So the next topic is going to be about this 4-year-old boy that was discovered in Koten, Yaoundé. He was found in the neighborhood in the morning. People woke up in the morning. You know how they wake up. Farmers are going to the farmlands, you know, market people are going to the market. A busy morning, and they found him on the floor. He was already killed. At the time they found him, like his heart was ripped out. The person who killed him took away his heart. So it's alleged that it was for money rituals. Whoever did this, he's going to do it again. So that's the reason why we need to catch this person. Unfortunately, they've not put his pictures yet. They don't know who he is. They only have speculations. So the police are investigating the case of the 4-year-old boy who was killed in Yaoundé, and his heart was ripped out, and he was also violated. Yeah, I don't like to use that word on my channel a lot. I don't want YouTube to, you know, have issues with my video. The R-A-P-E word. Yeah, so he was R-A-P-E-D. Yeah, the young guy, and unfortunately both in front and behind. So you can see how not only is sacrilegious, it feels like a condition kind of thing. It feels like the conditions that they'll give people in these secret societies, or maybe it's just somebody looking to traffic or sell hearts. I don't know. So that's the case that's going on in Koten, Yaoundé. The community is devastated. People cannot understand who can be this heartless to do this to a young guy, innocent child in primary school. You take somebody's small child, capture the child, kidnap the child, take a child to an uncompleted building and do this to somebody's child. People don't have conscience. People don't have shame. People don't have respect. People don't have fear of God in this world of today. So parents, you want to make sure you're being careful, taking care of your kids, watching them all the time. If they say they're going somewhere, make sure they go with an older sibling. Watch over them. If you don't see your kid after 1 hour, go and check. Even if they tell you that went to an auntie's house after 1 hour, 2 hours, especially us in Africa, mothers don't really worry like that. The Africa where I grew up, we used to visit our aunties 3-4 hours. Our parents do not even care, like, to come check what's up. Yeah, but things have changed. Times have changed. You cannot really be like living like this with your kids now, like we were living in those days. We used to visit our aunties, make 4 or 5 hours. Our parents will not worry because they know we are safe. But in today's world, you actually have to follow, go find your child to see what he is doing, to see whether he is where he says he's going, and to see whether he's healthy or well taken care of where he is, you know. So it's unfortunate. Parents, watch your kids, watch your nephews, watch your nieces, guardians, watch all the babies that are in your keeping. It's crazy what's going out here, what's going on out here. We have people who are out here looking for kids to use for their conditions in their sacred houses and all that stuff. You want to be careful. The times are really dangerous. The times are really changing. And then the next case is a case of a man in Mabanda, Douala, who poisoned his wife. He put some stuff in her food. She ate. There was a sleeping potion. He put a sleeping potion in her food. She ate and she fell asleep. She went into a deep sleep. And while she slumbered, Uncle woke up at night, took a knife, stabbed her multiple times, claiming her life on the spot. Why did Uncle stab his wife? He heard, or that she was cheating. He only heard. Uncle, you know, say put a lie for the outside. People who don't like you, who don't like to see you guys together, they will lie to you, and it will break your union. And look at what it has done to you today. You only heard that your wife was cheating. Over cheating allegations, you did not catch her. You have no evidence, no proof, and then you went and took somebody's wife, somebody's life away. That's really terrible. That's another case reaching us from Mabanda Douala today. A man who killed his wife, he drugged her and she slept. While she was asleep, he killed her in her sleep. So this is one cold-blooded guy. For you to kill somebody in their sleep, you are like the worst of all killers in the world. So he killed this lady while she was sleeping, and he fled the scene, immediately realized, oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Why did I let anger push me to do this? He ran immediately. He fled the scene. Police officers are looking for him today everywhere. If you see this guy, I think I know his name is somewhere on my page. I'm going to look for the name and put on this video. Or the lady's name rather is on the page. If you know the lady, if you know her husband, I'm going to put his picture here. If you see his picture, if you identify him anywhere, make sure you call authorities on the spot. So he's in hiding now, he's in running. Who lost now? Now you thought you killed her. You've messed up your own life too. Although she has lost her life, you have messed up your own life too. You are now a fugitive at law. You're running away from the law. You're running away from police officers. You're running away from the community. You're running away from her family, because if they catch you, you're on the end. So you can see how people should not give in to anger. Do not let anger to push you to do things that will affect you in future. Now you've reacted out of anger, you've taken somebody's life, and now you're running away everywhere, hiding. You're a fugitive, you're a wanderer. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go that people will not recognize you? So even your own life is messed up. So we have to be careful that we are not giving into anger. Sometimes it feels like, if I do this in my heart go cool, if I do this in they get over do me, so if I do this in my heart go cool, your heart will not cool. You're digging a grave for yourself. Right now you're a living corpse. Where would you go that people not recognize you? So we just have to be careful in our dealings. People will hurt you in this life. It's all about the kind of person you are. How will you take when they hurt you? That's what matters. People will do things to you, but how you react to those things matters. If she's cheating, leave her now. Leave her. Adultery is a ground for divorce. Go to the court and tell them, I don't want her anymore. She's an adulterous woman. Leave her, divorce her, and go your way. Go and find the one that is enough for you. Go and find the one that will not cheat on you. If that's your complaint, and then you're out here killing a woman because she cheated on you. Do you know how many women just forgive men every day for cheating? If women were to start reacting like this too, taking the lives of men out here because they are cheating, there will be no man on earth. So this is absolutely unjustifiable. On no grounds should you consider taking somebody's life. You have no right. Human life is sacred. It was given to us by God. You have no right to touch somebody's life. You have no right to even cause harm on another person. It's unacceptable. So it's unfortunate that this week was really a hard week for us in Cameroon. A lot of bad news after the other. A lot of killings and mutilations and all that stuff. It's just, and suicide is crazy. So yeah, I thought to bring you guys an update on that. This week has been one bloody week in Cameroon, and it's crazy. So we should all just be watchful, watch and pray, you know, take care of yourself and your loved ones. If somebody does something to you that you cannot forgive, it's good to leave. It's okay to leave now. Leave. If you see yourself that anger is really climbing on your heart, you feel like doing something, just walk out. Go out and carry some fresh air, rest, relax. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. I mean, that's what's been going on this week. That's a rundown of activities that have been happening in Cameroon this week. I felt like bringing that to you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If it is your first time on this channel, please don't go without subscribing. Subscribe, like, comment, leave me comments below in the comment section. I'll be reading your comments, I'll be replying them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so we can have a community talking about this topic. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe everybody, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.